back to the business of the NCAA.
Yeah.
So that became a thing else ninth grade year, the business of it. Um, and how fast it went from
You'd have thought I got prepared for that by the time I got to college. I went through that shit all over again, nigga, with my same ass from the block attitude. Like,
but
nigga, bro.
in fairness, in absolute fairness to you, the type of business it was at your level, I don't think you can maneuver without handlers that are dedicated in almost a criminal enterprise type of way. And I'm gonna explain that what I mean by that.
Oh no, I agree.
So
I think you gotta have somebody like kind of like a middleman for yourself.
so
Entourage
the
entourage
type
that
of,
are higher up that work for you.
the type of level L's finessing that, you need some niggas that's like, all right, bro, this is what we got. You won't worry about nothing but basketball. Fuck what the family got going on. Fuck school. You get into the league, and we're gonna invest every dollar to see to it that happens.
That's real.
And people think that that's just talking, or thought that was just talking until HBO produces The Scheme. Have y'all watched that shit? It's all about the criminal enterprise of the NCAA. And when I tell you it's some of the most jaw-dropping, riveting TV you'll watch, it reminded me of the idea I had about AAU and the NCAA combined being the greatest soap opera that no one's producing.
Yeah.
No one's telling that story through and through. And you go, oh, you biased nigga because you bitter towards the system. No, that wasn't for me. But I had access to some niggas that were league for show. If the cards are different, if the business is set up different, where the Bay was at one point was just so fucking behind
Thriving.
in the corruption that exists in every industry. So we have sound stages in here that only a particular group of people know about from a film industry standpoint. All right, bet, that's cool. We've always had an independent, thriving music scene from across genre. I'm talking jazz, funk, gospel, rap, R&B. We've always had that shit here. But guess what wasn't set up? The infrastructure of the criminal enterprise that is the music industry. It's not here. It wasn't. Empire's here now though, thriving. Might add. Them niggas got a whole different mindset and approach to it though. Sports. The amount of pro athletes that come out of this motherfucker is jaw dropping, but no one talks about it. And the amount of criminal enterprise that exists around the niggas that actually made it out, the niggas that got really, really close, but there was a chink in their criminal enterprise, niggas, why they didn't make it. Okay, we got to talk about this, but nobody's talking about it.
Point taken.
Now, this fucking shit, The Scheme comes on HBO. Nigga, I'm sitting in here like, nigga. Because it's told like some mob shit.
Yeah.
Because it is.
It is.
It always has
a lot
been.
of money involved, bro.
But the most, and everybody, I encourage everyone. It doesn't even matter if you're into basketball. What matters is
it's business. It's the world.
Yes.
It's any level of business.
The business, the nuance that exists around the business, the racism that exists around the business, the being to evolve slavery and
like when Ern was asking if there was any, keep it real, is there any black lawyers that are just as good as your cousin? And he was like, yes, of course. But like they also will not get into the same rooms as my cousin did. That's the reason why.
At all.
Bro, they could be great, but they can't fully take advantage of any of that greatness.
Anything. Because there's a deterrent, and
there's a certain level for you. At some point, they're going to be like kiss the ring,
man,
and these have a hard time
kissing the ring,
finessing, not having to actually kiss the ring, but make it seem as if that is what was done.
But listen, have you watched The Scheme? You ain't even watched it.
You
ain't even watched it, and you just summed up the entire, like, when you watch it, it's gonna fuck you up because what you just said.
I didn't know that was on there.
Your synopsis just now, without seeing it, is verbatim. That story. Right. So I don't want to.
Sounds right up my alley. I definitely want to watch that.
I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but I do want to discuss the business of the NCAA. The NCAA is a nonprofit, bro. Nonprofits don't pay taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Conferences, the SEC,
$1 billion.
the SEC, the ACC, the Big 10, the Big 12, my nigga, Pac-12. Do you know those are nonprofits that don't pay taxes on the revenue that they generate? Nigga, huh?
Big bucks. And they don't pay their labor.
Big bucks. And so you don't pay taxes and you don't pay labor. For the shit that generates the most money, you don't pay. Nigga, wait a minute. And
you just bow it, you just wrap it up and bow it together and give it off
it's a free education.
In the hoax that is education.
It's a free education. If you don't get the fuck out of my face, bro. Yeah. So I don't want to spoil it for anyone. I do encourage everyone that listens to the show to check out The Scheme on HBO. Salute to HBO for telling an excellent story. Salute to I don't want to say salute to bruh because he got a lot of niggas knocked for being silly. But his intentions were in the right place for sure. And he seems to be doing well. He's got a music venture now. The Chosen, they got a venture with Atlantic. So he pivoted very well. He's fine.